We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
And that's another route that defenders will vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Browns 13, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Jenkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, my God.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, my God.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
37-yard line.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Broncos nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jenkins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards there on a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins. Finding Harris over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Oh!
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's big,
I
dog.
tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off play action. Jenkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Browns 23, Broncos nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this position.
So that's why it didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jenkins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jenkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Ty Johnson.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jenkins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Stay focused. And I want it. Trying to scratch. Just take the pin, break it down, scratch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Come on, EA.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Browns 23, Broncos 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Browns 23, Broncos 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, it's Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing on first down, Jenkins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jenkins. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to them here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he powers his way up past the 30. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh,
and his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Gain of 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ain't no watching.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Jenkins. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins.
No, sir. No, sir. Boy, that's play rec 99, boy. Get out of here with that.
With a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
5-yard line.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 83.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
What we want to do now? Man again.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt to come here. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Browns 40, Broncos 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And
the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun, Jenkins.
Oh, good pass. Good pass.
And it's complete.
Good pass. I really got it.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Broncos on third. And even 40 yards. On first down, Jenkins. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down, Jenkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down.
You breathe. Football season. Keep on eating. Keep on sucking. And I'm gonna keep on skiing.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At the 9-yard
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 54, Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing.